For as long as humanity has looked up, every light we saw belonged to our own sun. Every comet, every asteroid, every drifting speck of dust was born within its warmth. Our solar system was an island surrounded by an endless dark sea. But in 2017, that illusion shattered. Astronomers spotted a faint, fast-moving object so small, so strange, that it didn't fit into any known category. It came from beyond our solar system and would never return. They called it Oumuamua, the Scout. It spun wildly through space, long and thin, reflecting sunlight in flashes. And as it left the sun's reach, it did something impossible. It sped up. There were no gas jets, no tail, nothing to explain the push. Some said it was natural, others whispered it might be something more. 2 years later, in 2019, a second visitor arrived, Comet Borisov, bright, icy, and alive with gas. Unlike Oumuamua, it behaved exactly like a normal comet, except for one fact: it too came from the stars beyond. The universe had spoken twice. And now in 2025, it was about to speak again, louder than ever before. It began quietly on July 1st, 2025, high in the Chilean Andes. The ATLAS survey telescope swept across the crowded night sky, its camera capturing routine exposures, a nightly rhythm that rarely made headlines. But this night was different. On the monitor, a faint dot flickered, moving faster than anything local should. Larry Denau leaned closer. John Tonnery recalculated the orbit, and the numbers didn't lie. The object was coming from outside the solar system. Within minutes, the alert went out. Telescopes across Hawaii, California, South Africa, and Australia all turned their gaze toward the same patch of sky. By sunrise, confirmation arrived. The orbit was hyperbolic, its speed 58 kilometers per second. It was official. Humanity had found its third interstellar visitor. They named it Three Eyes Atlas. From the start, Three Eyes Atlas defied expectations. It was enormous, possibly 10 kilometers wide, the largest interstellar object ever seen. Its path was backward, a retrograde orbit cutting against the motion of the planets. And its surface glowed deep red, like the frozen relics that drift at the edge of our solar system. But the strangest discovery came from its coma, the mist of gas surrounding it. Instead of water vapor, it released carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, gases that only vaporize in extreme cold. Three-Eyes Atlas had begun waking up, far from the sun, powered by ices no ordinary comet could keep. Where could such a thing have come from? And how had it survived the violent ejection from its home star? Then the debate began. Harvard astronomer A.V. Loeb, known for bold ideas, published a paper suggesting that Three-Eyes Atlas might not be natural at all. He pointed to its orbit, perfectly aligned within 5 degrees of Earth's plane, and to its mysterious timing, disappearing behind the sun at its brightest moment, unseen by any telescope. What if, he asked, it's not hiding by accident? The idea exploded across scientific circles and social media alike. NASA and most astronomers dismissed it as coincidence, a case of overinterpretation. But others wondered, what if this was a pattern, not a fluke? Oumuamua had been strange. Now Atlas was stranger still. For weeks, the skywatchers of the world stayed locked on it, recording every flicker and shift in brightness. And then as suddenly as it appeared, Three-Eyes Atlas began to fade, slipping once more into the black. Its visit was brief, its secrets incomplete. 2 months later, in September 2025, as the memory of Atlas still burned in the minds of astronomers, another light appeared. This time, it wasn't found by a billion-dollar telescope, but by a single observer, Michael Mattiazzo, scanning NASA's public SOHO data from his home in Australia. In the midst of solar glare, a faint streak caught his eye. At first, it looked like a glitch, a trick of light, but it was real. He posted his find online, and within hours, Telescopes around the world confirmed it. A new comet had emerged to see 2025 R2, nicknamed Swan R2. Swan R2 was different from Atlas, but no less mysterious. It brightened at a breathtaking pace, glowing green with carbon and cyanogen. Its tail stretched across the sky, wider than 4 full moons. And yet it had been invisible for weeks, hidden behind the sun. When it finally appeared, it did so all at once, as though awakening from a long sleep. Its orbit confused scientists. Some said it came from the Oort cloud. Others believed it might be another interstellar visitor. Its brightening was smooth, but too rapid to explain. For the second time in one season, the solar system hosted a visitor no one could categorize. In the silence between data transmissions, one truth began to settle in. Of the billions of icy wanderers roaming the galaxy, only a handful ever cross our path at Oumuamua, Borisov, Atlas. And now, perhaps, Swan R2, each one rare, each one fleeting, each one a messenger from the stars. Most interstellar objects pass unseen, slipping through our solar system faster than we can find them. Even with global observatories scanning the heavens, almost all are missed. That's why every discovery matters, because each one, no matter how brief, is a moment of contact, a reminder that we are part of something far greater. Now, as 3 Isla Atlas fades into the dark and Swan R2 streaks past our world, astronomers are left with questions that may outlast our lifetimes. Were these objects natural, frozen time capsules from alien suns? Or could one of them be something else entirely, a relic, or perhaps a signal? We may never know. But the search will continue. Because somewhere out there, drifting between the stars, the next visitor is already on its way. And when it arrives, we'll be watching,